boy, is it hot out there this morning already. The heat index is showing like in the 90s already. The actual temperature is in the 80s. The humidity is like 84%. So needless to say, put on some sunscreen because we are going to try and do at least a small ride today. Get out and ride before the real heat comes in. We're supposed to have heat indices over 100 degrees again today, which is unusual for Richmond and this time of year. It's our average highs are only in the upper 80s. It's been quite hot, and it's been this way for probably a week and a half now. And it's just no fun to ride in this kind of weather, but we got to go out. We got to get in a Friday ELB ride. So off we go. All right, so starting out at 4 Mile Creek today. It is already hot out here, but it's nice enough that there are tons of bikers on the trail today. But yeah, lots of cyclists out on the trail today, so it should be a fun ride. We're just gonna do probably about 8 to 10 miles today because of the heat, and so that, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Because it's just gonna be silly hot. So trying out the Insta360 for the first time as well. I do have a motorcycle mount kit that I bought for it, but I don't think right now I'm going to take the time to figure out where to put it on the trike and how to hook that all up, because it's just too hot. I need to just get out and go ride, and so I'll play with the selfie stick that it came with and try that and just see how it works. It says it's filming, so we'll see.
You don't have to move it around like you do.
I know you don't. I don't have to look at it now. It's just crazy. Test footage. And we'll check the mics and do that kind of stuff. And
let me see how it works from over here.
I'm filming you already. See, it's got this.
My mechanic is slacking off.
Invisible selfie stick to make it look like we're flying around. See, I can just wave it around like this, and it looks like we're flying around. I don't know. See, so I can fly in and see you.
Okay. I'm gonna hurt you.
Well, I'm already got you recorded.
The brake is off.
The brake is off.
If I can't move, it's my own fault.
Yeah. think I'm definitely going to have to mount the 360 camera somewhere and then enable the voice control so I can control it when I want it to record and when I want it to stop. One of the things that I've been playing with here is on the selfie stick. I've been moving the camera around and trying different positions and just checking it out to see what I can do, because now I have to go home and do some post-production morning and see what it actually looks like. So I've got to, good morning. So I've got to actually learn some more software too. But one of the things I noticed that, you know, having all these cameras and doing this all yourself, when you're doing this production all yourself, that's a lot. And when you have 2 or 3 cameras, plus you're trying to ride your trike, one of the reasons I don't really fly the drone much when I'm riding, because the drone that I have isn't the best at following. It's okay, but the collision avoidance on it is not very good. It's good enough for the big stuff and if it's moving forward, but as you remember from that other video that I'll link here where I crashed it while I was trying to fly while driving the Velo, it's just kind of difficult. Now they do have some better drones out there that are more for doing the selfie kind of thing, where it would fly easily in between trees on a trail like this, but you also run the risk of anything happening on a trail, especially with other people out riding on it. So don't know if I'm really up for doing that yet. Plus that's another expensive camera, because really that's all a drone is, and because really that's all a drone is an expensive flying camera. So as we approach what used to be the Fork on 5, now I can't remember what they call it now. It's changed owners, and it's like an antique shop. That's going to give us about 4.5 miles or so. Still have to make some adjustments to my rear derailleur and to the ELB's rear derailleur because of the fender install. I'll move the wheels around a little bit, so I'll get those tweaked in when we get back home today. Yeah, once you're moving, it's actually not that bad. Yeah. Let's do a mic check at the full extension of the boom. How can you hear me way up there? These are all the fun things you do when you first get a new camera and test out all the different things you want to try. Okay, so I got to figure out the voice control because I just tried that. That was kind of fun. Tried that. I said stop recording and it stopped recording. And but you got to make it very clear. You got to make it a very clear command. So I have to see if there's a way to get the camera to turn on because it stopped recording and then turned off. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to go in and play with the settings because it also doesn't hear you perfectly. So we'll have to play with that some and see how it works, but I think so far it's really cool. What I'm looking forward to is, because I don't know how this is really recording, but what I'm looking forward to is seeing how, first of all, the audio is, and how the video is, and how to do all the editing. So you might get a lot of test footage in this particular video. But I did notice that the microphone picked me up when I was way down here, so I can look at you, but I can still see the road, and I can fly the camera around different places, different ways, and then I'll play with it in the software post-editing to see how it's going to look, because it might look pretty cool doing some of these. So I'm going to try a flyby on this bridge here. So just like any other piece of hardware, I've just got to figure it out and see what the best shots are going to be. So let me know in the description, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the 360 camera. I'm hoping to add some of it to my videos as I progress. Hopefully I can get better at editing them. I said I got to figure out the voice commands on this thing.
We haven't played with it yet.
Say stop recording.
Stop recording!
Okay, that was kind of funny. Oh, that's 4 Mile Creek Farm right there. Alright, coming back into 4 Mile Creek, and it was not a bad ride at all. We got just under 10 miles. May ride around the parking lot here to finish off my 10 miles. But you know, it's hot, it's extremely humid, which makes the riding uncomfortable, but it's not really unbearable. But still, whew, I'm glad we're doing this in the morning. Have the opportunity to work and get my schedule in such a way that I can not work on Fridays and go riding. So the trails aren't crowded with the weekend traffic, and we can get a ride in. And we can do it early enough that even though it's hot and humid, it's probably good for us to sweat off some of this extra poundage anyway. Right, so I'm gonna cruise around here for another half mile and try and get in 10. I better go unlock the van in case the ELB wants into it, but that's all for this ride. So thanks for watching, and until next time, cheers.